If you wanted to record an actual video with OBS, just as we are actually doing inside here, you are into the right place. I'm going to show you how to do this and how to get started. The first thing I wanted to do, of course, before we start, is to understand the four main panels in the OBS: the scenes, the source, the audio mixer, and the controls. Right, first of all, I'm going to focus into a new tab and type OBS. And here we're going to focus for the option that says download. Now here you can choose your operating system. It should be Windows, it should be Apple, or it should be this one, which actually nobody uses anymore, but still you can download it. So then you download the installer. Once you have downloaded the OBS Studio, you might be having more elements to get started, which is visiting some forums, the OBS Studio overview. If you're a brand, you can check out this element, or you can check out the resources and much more. Now here, I'm going to focus for the upper right corner. We have the OBS Studio. Double click and hit into the option that says install. When you have now downloaded correctly and installed the OBS, it should be appearing this specific menu so we can actually get started to record. So what you can do now to get started once you have installed the OBS Studio is to add your first scene as an actual source. So let's set you up on your first recording. So you can hit into the scenes panel, which appears here into the left section. I'm going to try to zoom this a little bit more so you can see how it actually looks. So here, for example, I can start with an actual new scene. I'm going to hit add new scene, and here, for example, I have scene number 3. Let's say, for example, that this should be tutorial example. I have accept. And just for a brief moment, you will not listen to any of I'm actually saying if I click for the next example. What happened here is that the scene has now been successfully changed. So what I need to do is to add something else for this specific scene. If you are inside this scene, each time you clicked in you have now different sources. For example, I have a new screen. So if you wanted to add your screen, I'm going to choose here this option that says screen element and says add new. Here into add new, what you can do is to choose which is the actual screen you wanted to be using. Let's say that I hit into accept. Now what you are seeing is my other screen. Meanwhile, I am creating this actual video. So in screen number 1, I have my OBS. Exactly this one that comes from the right section, and into my other one here is my video. So what I can do is to start creating, for example, my videos. I can start scrolling here, and into the other computer I have my reference. Now something else that I can do, let's go back and switch for the other screen, which in this case should be this one. Something else that I'm going to be focusing on, let's say that I wanted to delete now this screen, and we are now back inside the OBS. Now that you have the sources of the screen, let's say that I wanted to add the audio. So if I click into this section that says plus, I wanted to start with an actual new audio entrance, not output. You wanted to go for input. So here you wanted to add a new input, and it should be asking you for your device. So you can choose loopback, more Microsoft Analog, and much more. If I click, for example, this element, you should be listening for something else, and it should be listening a little bit hard. So here into the audio elements, what you can do is to start to edit the tools that you're actually listening to. So in my case, since I already have an input audio, I'm going to delete the previous one. I'm going to stick around with only this one. So here, my new audio entrance is by default this one. This, the mic and the aux, is what I'm actually listening to my computer. And lastly, the desktop. You can just change decibels here, and it should be hearing all right well. Now, into the transitions of the scene, what you can do is to use this element to, let's say, for example, what happens when you click into a new scene. When you click into a new scene, it's going to be changing all the sources. All the sources should be appearing per scene. So if you don't have the sources into the other scene, it just won't appear that. But something else that you can actually do is to apply filters and some properties. So let's say, for example, that I choose some filters. Let's say that I wanted to add something else for my audio. So filter from audio, let's say that I wanted to choose noise canceling. So I choose my noise canceling, I say OK, and I go for RNN noise. and I go for close. My noise cancelling is now being working on. I can enable this, or I can just disable the filter and close this. And there we go. So you can choose when you're ready, go for the right section that says start recording. The upper side is for starting a transmission. For example, you are willing to go live somewhere else, but in this case you want to record a video. So we have now set it up our video, we have now set it up our audio, we have configured my recording settings, and we can focus here into the upper left corner and focus for settings, so we can go for output. And we can start changing the output of your video, where you want it to be saved on, as well as the audio section, the video, and here what you can do is to add your own shortcuts when you start creating an actual video. And there you go. Go to apply, go to accept, and you are good to go. This is just a very easy way of how you can get started creating your actual videos here into the OBS Studio. This is an actual application that we use a lot to generate videos here inside TechSpress. So hopefully guys, it was a very useful information for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully with all this being said, we can all see you guys next time.